presentation from KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM. KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to this broadcast of Ottawa University Braves women's basketball on 103.7 FM, 1220, and online at KOFO.com. Our pregame coverage of OU Braves women's basketball is brought to you exclusively by Fusion Alley with Primetime Grill, now open 7 nights a week. The newest destination location for dining and family entertainment. It's always good, clean fun at Fusion Alley and Primetime Grill in South Ottawa. This OU Braves women's basketball broadcast is also being brought to you by Sutton's Jewelry, Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, Quality Structures Incorporated, Advent Health Ottawa, and by Ottawa University, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Bank Midwest, the Ottawa Recreation Commission, and Kramer Pharmacy. OU Braves women's basketball on KOFO is also brought to you by Kansas State Bank, Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, CarStar, the Ottawa Herald, Great Life Golf and Fitness, and State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Now let's go courtside and join KOFO's Casey Weeder for Ottawa University Braves women's basketball.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Gleason Center in Sterling, Kansas. I'm Casey Weeder with you as we are live from Sterling College as the Ottawa University women take on number 17 Sterling as the Braves have 3 KCAC games remaining. They start it tonight on the road against number 17 Sterling, be at home next week against first place Kansas Wesleyan for senior night on Wednesday, and then they will travel to McPherson the following Saturday. And the Lady Braves need all 3 to go in their favor to have a chance of getting into the KCAC tournament. Ottawa 8-16 overall, 8-13 in the KCAC. They sit 1 game back of Southwestern and Bethel. The good thing is they did split the season series with those 2, so not a tiebreaker held by either of those teams. And then the other team at 8-13 is McPherson, which Ottawa beat back in early January. So Ottawa in a good spot if they can roll through these next 3 and find a way to get to 11 wins. And they'll take on a Sterling team tonight that sits second in the KCAC. They're 20-7 overall, 17-4 in the conference. That is 1 game back of Kansas Wesleyan, who is 18-3. And Sterling will be playing without their All-American Kyla Comley, who had an ankle injury on Wednesday night in their loss to Tabor. So Ottawa will be taking on a Sterling team without their leader at point guard and their leading scorer as Comley comes into tonight at 18 points a game, but they have 3 other players that average in double figures. Bailey Banger, Jessica Carrillo, and Alex Diaz are all above 10 points a game. So plenty of other players for Sterling to step up, and we'll see if Ottawa can find a way to come out with the victory. They got a huge win on Wednesday over York College, 82-54 on Wednesday night at Wilson Fieldhouse. That was Ottawa's 8th straight against York. Ottawa 44% from the floor, 47% from the three-point line, 88% from the foul line. Maddie McAvoy, 18 points, very efficient. She was 5 of 7 shooting, had 2 steals. Avery Lumen came off the bench to score 16, had 3 steals. Mariah Grizzle close to a double-double, 10 points and 8 boards. And Liz Vaughn finished with 9 points and 6 assists. She also had 3 steals. McAvoy still leads the team in scoring at 11.7. Kelsey Hendricks leads the team in blocks with 0.3. Liz Vaughn leads the Braves in rebounds, 7.2, and assists with 2 a game, along with steals at 1.4. We'll take our first break on the Fusion Alley pregame show. When we come back, we'll talk about number 17, Sterling, the opponent for the Braves tonight. You're listening to Ottawa University women's basketball on KOFO.
We could talk all about the ABCs of dining, appetizer, beverage, and course, but that would lead to the DEFs, dine, entree, and food. So instead of going through all the other letters, the only ones you really need to remember are PTG, Primetime Grill. Primetime Grill at Fusion Alley is the new and exciting dinner destination in South Ottawa. Juicy burgers, specially prepared Kansas cuisine, delicious desserts, and your favorite drinks. And with 42 screens, you'll understand why game time is primetime. Primetime Grill at Fusion Alley, where it's always good, clean fun and food.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at
Welcome back to the Gleason Center in Sterling, Kansas, here on the campus of Sterling College, as the Ottawa University women take on the Sterling College Warriors. Ottawa is on the year, comes into the night sitting at 8-16 overall, 8-13 in the KCAC. Just one game back of getting into the KCAC tournament, but there's three teams that sit ahead of them: McPherson, Southwestern, and Bethel. And their opponent tonight, Sterling College, number 17 in the country, coming off a loss on Wednesday night. They were on a six-game winning streak, and that loss on Wednesday dropped them to 17-4, falling 76-73. They also lost Kyla Comley, first-team All-KCAC player and All-American, who rolled her ankle late in that game on Wednesday night. Sterling shot the ball well, over 49% from the floor, 41% from the three-point line, and were 10 of 10 from the foul line. Kyla Comley and Bailey Banger led Sterling in scoring with 19 apiece. Jessica Carrillo finished the night with 12. And Carrillo and Banger are going to have to be huge for Sterling College tonight. From talking with Scott Hogan, who is the play-by-play analyst for Sterling College basketball, was telling me that he expects the twin sister of Bailey Banger, Sydney Banger, to take over at point guard tonight. So, and not normally at the point position. So it is going to be a position that she's going to have to play her way into, and hopefully Ottawa can take advantage and hold this high-octane offense. A Sterling team that averages over 81 points a game, Ottawa averaging 60 points a game, and Sterling outscores opponents by almost 12 points per game, as Ottawa looking to win one here in Sterling, Kansas, over the number 17 ranked team in the country. Kyla Comley leads the team in scoring, assists, and steals, and she will be in street clothes today as she is wearing a boot on that ankle. Jessica Carrillo leads the team in rebounds per game at 7.1. Alexis Theus leads the Warriors in blocks per game at 0.2. We'll take another break. You're listening to Ottawa University women's basketball on KOFO.
When you're looking for a place to take the whole family for food and fun, what comes to mind? Fusion Alley with Primetime Grill.
The atmosphere is very inviting.
Dine in and enjoy the Kansas cuisine with special entrees, burgers, salads, drinks, and an exciting kids menu.
I enjoy it here. It's very comfortable.
It's your new destination for delicious food and family fun that you've been craving for a long time, and it'll bring you back time and time again.
This is our fourth visit.
Fusion Alley with Primetime Grill, now open for dinner in South Ottawa at 2204 South Princeton Circle Drive. Remember, when it's game time, it's prime time.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Welcome back to the Gleason Center, as we're about 3 minutes away from the starting lineup and national anthem here in Sterling, Kansas, as Ottawa made the lengthy bus trip up here from Ottawa, as it is about 3 hours to get to Sterling, Kansas, and the Braves looking to get off to a hot start as they will take on the number 17 ranked Sterling College Warriors. Tonight, the 83rd meeting between the two teams. Sterling leads the all-time series 66-16. The Warriors are on a 6-game winning streak against the Braves. First meeting took place on November 28, 1980. Sterling did defeat Ottawa on back earlier in January of this year. That was on the 4th by a final of 81-50. That was coming out of the Christmas and New Year's break. Ottawa hadn't played a game since December 14th, so it took them a while to get going, and Sterling was just on fire from the field that night, as Ottawa just 26% from three, 37% from the floor, and 57% from the foul line. Mariah Grizzle scored 11. Liz Bond finished the night with 8 points, 5 assists, and 4 steals. Other matchups in the KCAC tonight: Avila will be at Bethel, Tabor at Oklahoma Wesleyan, York at Friends, Southwestern at Bethany, and McPherson at Kansas Wesleyan. The ones we'll keep an eye on, of course, that Avila at Bethel game. Avila sits in 3rd place, make that 4th place, as they are a half game back of Tabor. So Avila will be the favorite going against Bethel. If Bethel loses that game and Ottawa wins this game, there's potential that we could have a 4-way tie, depending on how McPherson does against first place Kansas Wesleyan. And that's exactly what Ottawa needs, as they will have the Coyotes coming to town on Wednesday, and they'll finish up the regular season with a matchup in McPherson, which right now you can't really think about those two games in front of you. You have to focus on the one right here, because if you lose this one tonight, could potentially eliminate you from the KCAC tournament. We're going to go and wrap up the pregame show. When we come back, it's Ottawa and number 17 Sterling. You're listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KOFO.
Save time and hassle later by checking your vehicle now to be sure all of your lights and signals are in working order, adjust mirrors, and check your tire pressure. This reminder from CarStar Ottawa. Call 242-8916. CarStar. Relax. We'll take it from here.
Quality Structures Incorporated in Richmond is proud to sponsor this KOFO sports broadcast. They know that experience matters on the field and when it comes to your building needs. Visit qualitystructures.com and put their years of experience in constructing post-frame buildings to work for you.
Safe, secure, strong. We're rock solid. Kansas State Bank. A better way to bank with community people you know. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Need a recap of the ball game? Subscribe to the Ottawa Herald for their sports page or visit online at ottawaherald.com. A 3-month subscription is only $31.13 plus tax, including internet access. Or get online for only $9.22 a month plus tax. Call 242-4700 or visit ottawaherald.com.
When you have an emergency, who do you call? 911. What do you do if you're unable to speak during your emergency? You text to 911. Franklin County Emergency Communications Center has recently added text to 911 technology as part of the new 911 phone system. Cell phone users can use their phone messaging system to text 911 to contact local dispatch. Phones must have a text or data plan in order to use this service, and phones in roaming mode, text apps, or apps messaging services cannot use this feature. It is important to note, dispatch is unable to determine your location while using this service, so always know your location and include that in your initial text. Remember, if you're able to place a voice call, we're able to help you more quickly. But in the event you are unable to speak, text to 911 will still allow us to get the information we need. Call if you can, text if you can't. For more information, go to kansas911.org or 911.gov. This message has been brought to you by the Franklin County Emergency Communications Center and KOFO.
Hi, this is Margie Hindeleiter from Bank Midwest. You'll often hear us say, this is where common sense lives. That means doing the little things, like knowing your name. And it means supporting Ottawa University. That should be common sense for how a bank does business. Bank Midwest, where common sense lives.
There's no doubt a cold Kansas winter is headed our way. Is your heater up to the challenge? Call the pros at Adamson Brothers to make sure. 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Good evening and welcome to the Gleason Center here at Sterling College as the Ottawa University women's basketball team travels on the road to take on number 17 Sterling College. And we will get your starting lineup. We'll start with the Braves as they come in with a record of 8-16, 8-13 in the KCAC. They sit one game back of that final spot in the KCAC tournament. It's Southwestern and Bethel both with 9 wins, Ottawa and McPherson with 8. At guard for the Braves tonight, it's number 1 Maddie McAvoy, a 5'4" junior from Shawnee Mission, Kansas. At guard, number 3, Liz Vaughn, a 5'10" sophomore from Kansas City, Kansas. At forward, number 4, Mariah Grizzle, a 6' sophomore from DeSoto, Kansas. At guard, number 11, Kelsey Hendricks, a 5'9" senior from Emporia, Kansas. And at guard, number 20, Caitlin Hughes, a 5'4" senior from Miriam, Kansas. For the Braves, they are coached by Bruce State in his 13th season. Assistant coaches, Brandon Bedell, Hayden Butler, Joey Franzina, and Morgan Grammer. For the Sterling College Warriors, they're ranked number 17th in the nation. They had their 6-game winning streak snapped on Wednesday to Tabor College, 76-73, and add insult to injury, they will be without their All-American point guard, Kyla Comley, who leads the team in scoring at 18 a game, as she will be on the bench. And now they are a game back of Kansas Wesleyan, who is at 18-3 in the conference. Sterling at 17-4, 20-7 overall. At guard, starting for the first time this season, will be number 10, Sydney Bangert, a 5'5" sophomore from Kingman, Kansas. At guard, number 11, Bailey Bangert, the 5'5" sophomore from Kingman. She scored 32 against Ottawa in the first matchup this season. At forward, number 21, Alex Theus, a 5'10" junior from Kempner, Texas. At guard, number 34, Brenna Eilert, a 5'9" junior from Beloit, Kansas. And at forward, number 35, Jessica Carrillo, a 5'10" senior from Garden City, Kansas. It is senior night here in Sterling, as it is fantastic crowd for the ladies matchup. Sterling got off to a really hot start in the first game as they were able to outscore Ottawa 19-12 in the first quarter, 15-11 in the second, but the third quarter was owned by Sterling. They outscored Ottawa 32-15, and the Braves have to be in it getting into the fourth quarter tonight to have a chance, as Sterling is so good here in the Gleason Center as one of the few venues in this conference where the fans feel like they're right on top of you. Some venues in this conference, the fans are tucked back a little bit. You don't get an atmosphere like you do in Wilson Fieldhouse very often, but when this place is full, it is a tough venue. And Ottawa has lost 6 straight to the Warriors. But no better time than now for Ottawa to get one back from Sterling College. Ottawa black jerseys, black shorts, Ottawa across the chest in white as Mariah Grizzle will step to the center circle. Sterling will break their huddle. They are in the gray jerseys, gray shorts. Warriors across the chest in white, outlined in navy blue. So we mentioned Grizzle will step in the center. She'll jump it up against Jessica Carrillo. Sterling will be without their leading scorer, Kyla Comley, for the first time this season. See if Ottawa can take advantage. The tip is won by Grizzle, and Ottawa will have the first possession going right to left on your radio dial in our first half. Hendricks up top finds Vaughn. She'll swing it left side to Hughes. Hughes uses the screen to her right. She'll get to the free throw line, kick it in the corner to Hendricks. They'll go cross court to Vaughn. Vaughn crosses over, looking to attack, kicks it in the corner to Hughes. Going baseline is Caitlin. She'll attack, and a blocking foul is going to be called as Caitlin Hughes quickly to the foul line for the Braves. Caitlin Hughes averaging 5 points, 2 rebounds a game, shoots 69% from the free throw line. Her free throw is good. Ottawa coming off an 82-point performance on Wednesday as they were able to race by York 82-54. Second free throw good for Hughes, and Ottawa off to a good start to lead it 2-0. 9:35 remaining in the first quarter. Ottawa showing some pressure early on and forcing a dangerous pass. Does make it to Bailey Banger to go back to her sister, Sydney. If you're watching on the stream, Sydney is in the white headband. So the twin sister, and just like that, they find Theus on a backdoor cut on a bounce pass from Sydney Banger. And now they will go into a 2-2-1 trap that Ottawa does break, and they have numbers if they go, as we're tied at 2. Hendricks, left side, Vaughn. Vaughn will attack, kick it in the corner. Hendricks make that Hughes open for 3. It's long. Rebound picked up by Grizzle. She'll go back, trying to go under the bucket, a little strong, and rebound by Sterling, but a good offensive rebound early on for Mariah. We're tied at 2. Ottawa started this game with 2 free throws, and Sterling responded with a layup. Braves go into the 2-3 zone. They'll throw it down low. Ball's dribbled off the foot of Eilert, and a steal for Ottawa as Hughes comes away with it. Finds Hendricks going baseline all the way to the basket. Kelsey Hendricks can't get it to go. Loose ball picked up by Grizzle. She'll attack, go off the glass. Can't get it to go as it rolls in and out. Ottawa got 2 good looks from inside 3 feet, but couldn't rattle it home. Going the other way, they'll kick it in the quarter. Theus with the pump fake. So go back up top to Sydney Bangert. 8:20 remaining first quarter. Ottawa and number 17, Sterling. Eilert passed down low on the pick and roll. Ball's loose. Ottawa almost got the steal, but Vaughn knocks it out of bounds as her and Grizzle collide in the paint. It'll remain with Sterling. They will inbound to the left of their basket with 13 on the shot clock. Eilert to inbound. Goes in the far corner to Theus. Back to Eilert. Down low, they'll go to Carrillo in the paint. Carrillo working on Grizzle. Goes off the glass. Great defense by Mariah to keep her feet planted, and Ottawa gets the rebound off the miss. Left corner is Hughes going baseline on Theus. Attacks way too strong with the layup attempt, expecting contact, and a rebound for Sterling. Ottawa hasn't been able to connect on their last 3 possessions. Theus inside all the way to the basket, scoops and scores with the left hand, and Sterling with their first lead at 4-2. And back we see Sterling into that trap, that 3-quarter court trap. Vaughn to the free throw line, all the way to the basket, step through, layup's good for Liz. And we're tied at 4 with 7:28 remaining in the first quarter. Bailey Banger, career high 32 against Ottawa back on January 4th. Ottawa actually held calmly under 10 points in that game. Carrillo goes from block to block, lays it in with the left hand. And back to the leader, the Warriors, at 6-4. Up-tempo start to this one. McAvoy runs into Carrillo, cracks tracks it down near midcourt, kicks it in the corner. Hughes takes another three. This one just in and out. Rebound by Sterling, but some open looks early on for Ottawa. Pass the other way for Bailey. Banger, her layup's no good. Rebound by Liz. And then she commits the foul in frustration. That'll be the first foul of the game for either team. Subs coming for Ottawa. As Avery Lumen and Jennifer Anthony will check in. Lumen, the 5'8 senior, I think that's the 5'6 senior from Atchison, Kansas. Sub for Sterling is going to be number 5, Emily Hendrickson, the 5'4 sophomore from Haven, Kansas. Inbound will go to Anthony, the junior from Pea Ridge, Arkansas. 5'5" guard, and she'll break the trap. They'll kick it up top to Vaughn. Ottawa trailing by 2, 6-4 with 6:38 left in the first quarter. Hendricks down low to Grizzle. Grizzle tries to kick it in the corner. Reading it the whole way was Hendrickson. It's a steal for Sterling. Hendrickson trying to take it the length of the floor. Kicks it in the corner to Sydney Banger. Back up top, they find Carrillo. Dribble handoff. In the lane, and a whistle and a foul called as attacking the bucket was Hendrickson. And the foul is going to be called on Anthony, her first team foul on Ottawa. Quick sub for the Braves will get Grizzle a sub. They'll bring in number 2, Brianna Knight, the 5'7 freshman from Irving, Texas. Free throw good for Hendrickson. Sterling goes up by 3, 7-4. Hendrickson will get ample minutes tonight with Comley on the bench for Sterling. Hendrickson averages 17 minutes a game. I would expect that to be in the 25 to 27 minute area. His second free throw is no good. Anthony from straight away goes quickly to the elbow to Vaughn. Beautiful cross-court pass, finds Avery Lumen, wide open three, and Ottawa just can't get it to drop. First three have gone halfway down and popped out as they trail 7-4 with 5:55 remaining first quarter. But this score line and this average definitely plays into the strategy for Ottawa. Floater in the lane's no good. Big rebound by Liz. And she'll go the other way with it for the Braves. Vaughn loses the handle, gets it back, and then loses it one more time, but there's Anthony to pick it up. She'll go baseline, continues baseline, finds Knight inside, off the glass she goes, and they're going to call Brianna for the travel. Not expecting that pass from Anthony. Tried to gather, put the ball on the floor, and that's one where you got to go straight up and lay it in. Carrillo returns for Sterling. Taking a seat is Eiler. Cameron Collins heads to the scorer's table. Pass right side, Sydney Banger. Back up top to Carrillo. Down low they'll go. Looking to attack off the glass and scoring is number 30, Bethany Stuckey, the 5'10 sophomore from Mound Ridge, Kansas. And Sterling has gone on a 5-0 run, and they lead it 9-4. Three-pointer in the corner for Lumen. This time it's just in and out, and all of them have looked good so far, and Ottawa just can't get it to drop. Braves have been held scoreless for the last 3 minutes. Three-pointer in the corner for Sydney Banger. In and out, and then over the back call on Sterling. That'll be the third team foul on the Warriors. Cameron Collins will check in for Vaughn. Theus returns. Taking a seat is Sydney Banger. Grizzle will come in for Knight. Ottawa 1 of 8 from the field. Sterling 3 of 6. Ottawa trailing just 9-4 though. They've been all over the glass so far with 6 defensive rebounds. And Sterling into his zone. Hendricks in the corner. Anthony steps into a three. This time it's good. In the first bucket for Jennifer Anthony, and that is only the second made field goal of the game, but Ottawa just down by 2, 9-7. 4:30 left first quarter. Theus left wing. Ottawa stays in the zone. Carrillo. Top of the key, working right side, Hendrickson. Down low, they'll go to Stuckey. Her turnaround, short. Rebound by Grizzle, and she'll quickly go the other way with it as it finds the hands of Lumen, and then she's going to lose it out of bounds, and there was a lot of contact in that far corner. No whistle. McAvoy will come back in for Anthony. On the floor for Ottawa, Hendricks, McAvoy, Collins, Grizzle, and Lumen. Braves trail it 9-7, 4:10 remaining first quarter. Theus on the left wing. As Ottawa, a little confusion on what they're in. They're going to lob it down low to Carrillo. They're looking to attack, easy lay-in, and she just stood in the lane for a good 3 or 4 seconds. Asking for the ball as she backed in on Cameron Collins. Back to a 4-point lead for Sterling. Hendricks, left wing, Collins, double team there, has to go back up top to Hendricks. Right side in the corner, they'll go to McAvoy for a 3. Yes, sir. And the ball movement going from one corner to the other gets McAvoy her first field goal of the evening. And Ottawa's hit back-to-back threes. Hendrickson on the other end hits a wide-open 3. And Ottawa's going to take a timeout as they trail it 14-10 with 3:30 remaining in the first quarter. It's a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KOFO.
Napa know-how.
Napa Auto Parts annual farm filter sale is coming soon to Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner. Save up to 50% on all Napa Gold filters from February 10th through February 22nd. While you're there, check out the Napa first quarter real deals with prices good through March 31st. Deals on Carlisle and Craftsman tools, toolboxes, and more. Stop by any of their locations in Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner.
Napa know-how.
Even though Ottawa just 3 of 11 from the field, they have capitalized on some open looks as they've hit their last 2 threes. Sterling just hit their first 3 of the night as Alyssa Guzman checks in for the Braves. Guzman, the 5'4" freshman from San Antonio, Texas, kicks it in the corner to Grizzle, and Ottawa again using the ball movement as Sterling has decided to go into a zone. We did not see this in the first matchup this year, so Ottawa has gotten some good open looks. Good no-look pass finds Vaughn in the corner from Guzman. Beautiful look there from the freshman. It doesn't turn into anything, but did clear some space. Only 4 seconds for Ottawa to get a shot up. Grizzle out to Vaughn for a 3. Liz buries a 3 in the corner. And Ottawa then won at 14-13. And almost getting a steal is Liz as she was trying to jump the pass that was intended for Hendrickson. Vaughn picks up her first personal. Vaughn hits her 4th 3 of the season. And it coming as the shot clock was expiring as Ottawa's found themselves within 1. 2:50 remaining first quarter. To the free throw line is Carrillo, guarded by Guzman. She'll back in, spinning the lane, floats, banks it in with the right hand. And just a bad matchup there as they had Guzman listed at 5'4" on Carrillo at 5'10", and she just able to back in on the freshman. Braves trail 16-13, but they've been able to, as soon as I say that, turn it over. That was the first possession out of their last 4 that hadn't gone for points. It hit back-to-back threes, and then actually that was 3 threes in a row for Ottawa as Vaughn buried the last one. 16-13 Warriors lead the Braves, 2:23 left first quarter here in Sterling, Kansas. 3 games left in the regular season for Ottawa. Trying to sneak into the KCAC tournament. Banger inside, Ottawa switches, they'll kick it in the corner, Hendrickson wide open 3, it's in and out. The first one she's missed today. And a quick pass the other way, 3-quarter court finds McAvoy inside, her layup's no good, but she's fouled by Theus. Good look there from Vaughn as it was a 3-quarter court pass starting on the left block on the rebound, and Grizzle and Vaughn do a really good job once they get that offensive board of picking their eyes up and finding those guards down court. McAvoy's free throw good. Sterling 16, Ottawa 14. 4 points for Maddie. McAvoy averaging 11 points, 2 rebounds a game, leading scorer on this team. And a timeout's going to be called by Sterling as Ottawa has cut it down to a 1-point deficit with 2:01 remaining in the first quarter. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KOFO.
Have you ever walked into a business and been treated so well by the people that work there, you can tell they were meant to do what they do? That's what you feel when you walk into Sutton's Jewelry in downtown Ottawa. For more than 50 years, you've been treated with personal service and attention while being shown the best in high-quality jewelry and accessories. If you want to drive out of town, be treated like a number so an associate can make a commission, and walk out with jewelry like everybody else, go right ahead. But for a unique jewelry buying experience, walk into Sutton's Jewelry at 213 South Main in downtown Ottawa. Open Tuesday through Friday 10 to 5:30, Saturdays 10 to 2.
After starting 0 of 4 from 3, Ottawa has come alive from deep. They've hit their last 3 and find themselves down by just 1, 16-15, 2:01 remaining in the first. Ottawa leading on the boards right now, 9-6, and no offensive rebounds so far for Sterling, and the Braves trying to go with a trap. Sterling breaks it, almost traveling, though, was made a stall bomber. Did a good job to hold her plant foot. Down low, they'll kick it out in the corner. Sydney Bangert for a three. It's off the front rim. First offensive rebound of the day for back out to Bangert. In the corner, it goes to Theus. Three-pointer from Alexis. Theus is off the front rim. Defensive board for Liz Vaughn, and Ottawa trying to push the tempo. Vaughn keeps it herself to the right wing. Has a cross court that finds Hughes. Hughes attacking into the free throw line. Leaves it with Vaughn. Vaughn inside, goes to the double team, throws up a shot, and they're going to call the charge on Liz. And that's her second personal. And where the contact started initially was not the player that ended up trying to take the charge for Sterling. That's a big break for the Warriors. Is going to the bench for the Braves is Liz Vaughn with two personal. That is the third team foul on Ottawa. Cameron Collins will come in for Liz. 1:20 left first quarter. Sterling leading Ottawa 16-15. Theus on the right wing. Screen set by Eilert. Left side, they'll go to Carrillo. Down low, they'll go to Eilert. Off the glass, layup's good. And again, Ottawa just switching in the wrong position as, again, Guzman ends up on the block. Guzman doing everything she can, but with that 5'5" frame, not a whole lot you can do when someone 5'9", 5'10" is on you. In the corner, it's Collins. They'll go the other side of the floor to Guzman. Guzman in the corner was looking for a cutting McAvoy, and it goes out of bounds for the turnover. 49.4 left in the first, and it's 18-15 Sterling. Warriors have led by as many as 5. Ottawa led 2-0, and since then it has been Sterling with the lead. Sydney Bangert will go up top to Theus, left side to Bailey. Bangert sisters at the guard position to start this one for Sterling. First time all season they started the game, and Ottawa gets to steal on the double team on Carrillo. It's made by Caitlin Hughes. Ball's loose. Picking it up is Guzman as she takes it away from Sydney Bangert. Guzman in the lane. No look, finds Cameron Collins. Back in the corner it goes. Guzman for three on the way. It's off the front rim. Rebound by Sterling. And they have numbers 4 on 2. Theus to the free throw line. Inside she'll go, and they're going to call the charge on her as she runs into Guzman. And Ottawa can get the final shot with 8.1 remaining in the quarter. Hendricks will come in for Guzman. Theus will check it out. That's her second personal. Returning is Hendrickson. 8:01 left in the first quarter. 18-15 the lead for number 17, Sterling. 5 seconds left. Ottawa's got to go quickly. Collins crosses half court. Just steps into a three. It's just a little long, and that does it for the first quarter as Ottawa trails just by 3, 18-15. At the end of one, you're listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KOFO.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
Napa know-how.
Napa Auto Parts annual farm filter sale is coming soon to Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner. Save up to 50% on all Napa Gold filters from February 10th through February 22nd. While you're there, check out the Napa first quarter real deals with prices good through March 31st. Deals on Carlisle and Craftsman tools, toolboxes, and more. Stop by any of their locations in Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner.
Napa know-how.
Lady Braves trail by 3 at the end of one, 18-15 against number 17, Sterling. Leading the way in the first quarter for Ottawa was Maddie McAvoy. Liz Vaughn had 5 rebounds. McAvoy with 5 points. Grizzle leading the way with assists. Points in the paint right now, all in favor of Sterling, 14-2, but Ottawa hit 3 threes as they were 3 of 8. Make that 3 of 9 in the first. Sterling ball to start the second quarter, leading by 3. Inbound will go to Sydney Bangert. Pass left side to Eilert. She'll leave it in the corner for Hendrickson. Pass right side, stall bomber. Going off the screen is Bailey. Bangert tries the backdoor cut, goes right off the leg of Grizzle, then back out to Bailey. Up top they go, stall bomber, right side Hendrickson. Three-pointer coming off the screen, well long, and the rebound's going to be tracked down by Sterling. Just an awkward bounce. Stall bomber down low on Cameron Collins, and that is another point, couple points in the paint Sterling has scored 16 out of their 20 in the paint to start this game, and the size is a huge advantage right now. McAvoy gets in the lane, still backing in, kicks it in the corner. Grizzle 4-3 left alone is long. Rebound is picked up by Stahlbomber for Sterling. Banger, Sydney Banger all the way to the basket, kicks it right side. Bailey Banger for a 3 in the corner, good. And Ottawa down by 8, and they're going to take another timeout. It's their biggest deficit of the game, another 30-second timeout as they trail 23-15. You're listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KOFO.
Protect you and your family from the flu. Hi, this is Laura Hibberts, pharmacist at Kramer Pharmacy in downtown Ottawa. Did you know you can get your flu shot at Kramer Pharmacy at 134 South Main? The flu can be life-threatening to some young people or elderly. It's best to get the flu shot as soon as you can so you're protected going into flu season. Covered by Medicare and most insurance. Get your flu shot today at Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, with convenient parking on Main Street or out back at Legacy Square. Call 242-2055 or visit KramerRx.com.
Head coach Bruce Tate using his second timeout of the evening as he's left with 3 as Ottawa off to a slow start in this second quarter. Sterling on a 5-0 run and leading by 8, 23-15, and back to the trap the Warriors go. Ottawa does break it though as they now are on a 2-on-1 as Lumen looks to attack on Stahlbomber. Shot hits the side of the bucket and goes out of bounds, but it was last touched by Sterling, so it'll remain with Ottawa. 8:56 left in the first half. 22 on the shot clock. Hendricks will inbound to the left of the basket. Goes in the corner to Anthony. Anthony looking to attack, takes the contact, way too strong. Put back those good from Grizzle. Mariah picks up Ottawa's 3rd offensive rebound of the game. They are out rebounding Sterling 11-10. In the corner it goes Sydney Banger. Gets 2 screens, one from her sister, the other from Stahlbomber. Hendrickson on the handoff. Pass right side into the hands of Eilert. Down low they'll go. Stahlbomber with the seal inside on Hendricks and a late whistle as the shot was well off the mark, and going to the line will be Stahlbomber. She has come off the bench and already scored, which my apologies make that Stuckey has scored 4 points for Sterling, and she'll go to the line for 2 more. Stuckey 69% free throw shooter. First one's good. Sterling up by 7, 24-17. Carrillo looks to check in after the second free throw. Stuckey's second is long. Rebound by Collins for Ottawa. 24-17. Sterling leads the Braves with 8:20 remaining in our second quarter. Lumen left side, gets a screen, then decides to go baseline through the double team, throws up a shot and draws the foul on Sterling. So I think the head fake using the screen, able to freeze her defender, and then goes baseline, and only thing the defender could come over and do is foul her. That is going to be the second personal on Stuckey. She will check out. She was going to come out of the game anyways, but instead picks up her second foul. Ottawa on the evening, 4 of 4 from the foul line. 4 of 5 as Lumen has had 2 threes that have been halfway down and popped out, and now it's had a free throw that looked good that rimmed out. Second on the way for Avery. He's going to go as it hung on the rim and dropped in. Ottawa down by 6, 24-18, 18 to go in the first half. As a good crowd on hand here on senior night at Sterling College. Backdoor cut looking for Sydney Banger, and it goes out of bounds. Hendrickson was looking for her to cut baseline, and it's a turnover on the Warriors. 4th turnover on Sterling. Ottawa has done pretty well beating the trap, and they do it again, have a 2-on-1. Lumen picks up her dribble, goes back up top to Hendricks. In the corner, Lumen one more time for 3, and you can't leave her open like that. Dead center for Avery Lumen, and Ottawa within 3 at 24-21. Stahlbomber, make that Eilert, up to Carrillo. Hendricks, and again, they're trying to post up down low on the smaller guard, which is Lumen this time, but Eilert goes all the way out in the corner, swings it right side, Bailey Banger. Ottawa remains in the 2-3. Hendrickson to a cutting Carrillo. Carrillo to the bucket, uses the contact, gets the rebound as Collins, and they're going to call a foul over the back on Sterling as it will go on Eilert. Her first personal, second team foul on Sterling. 7:24 to go, second quarter. Sterling 24, Ottawa 21. And the Warriors will drop out of the trap. Collins trying to leave it with Hendricks and earns a foul on Sterling, as going right through her back was Bailey Banger. Third team foul on the Warriors. Ottawa to inbound in front of the Sterling bench to the left of us. Trailing by 3. And a sub coming for Sterling will bring Stahlbomber into the game for Carrillo. Lumen to inbound it. She'll go into the backcourt to Hendricks. Hendricks, right wing to Lumen. In the corner to Anthony. Lob down low to Grizzle. They'll double team on her. Back up top. Collins for a 3 straight away. Yes, sir. And Ottawa has hit 5 threes in the first half, and they've tied it at 24. With 7 minutes to go, second quarter. And again, the double team Grizzle has drawn has allowed other players to get open. Hendrickson, right side, looking to attack his Banger. She'll take the jumper from 12, nothing but net. Back to a 2-point lead. Anthony will cross midcourt with the right-hand dribble. All the way out to the right wing. Crossover door for her, where she'll leave it with Hendricks. Going baseline is Grizzle. In the corner, Lumen. Left side, Anthony for a 3. Again, you betcha. And Ottawa goes up by 1, 27-26, as that is their 5th 3 of the half. And a timeout called by Sterling, a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University women's basketball on KOFO.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents and Doug.
Limu, when we're not telling people that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need, I've actually been moonlighting as a DJ. Check it! Listen. Here's the good part! Liberty, 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 liberty. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Back here in Sterling, Kansas, where Ottawa has been lights out from deep. 6 of 13 in the half. As they lead 27-26, they're on an 11-4 run. .6:24 left in the half. Sterling calling their second timeout. Both coaches have called 2 timeouts in this first half. Down low, they'll go to Eilert, backing in on Lumen. Jumper well strong, and a rebound by Collins for Ottawa. Collins the other way to Hendricks. Bounce pass to Anthony. Layup short. Tries to get her own rebound, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Sterling. Ottawa able to get out in transition early on in this first half. Ottawa to inbound left to the bucket. They'll find Lumen. Off the screen to McAvoy, who just checked in the game for Anthony, and a steal inside. The double team finally pays off for Sterling as they get the steal on Grizzle. Banger left side to her sister Sydney. Off the screen, they find Carrillo from straight away. Right side pass, Bailey Banger, wide open 3 off the front rim. Rebound's gonna be knocked out, and then a whistle and a foul will be called on Ottawa. And that's a tough call, as it is gonna be over the back. Foul goes on Collins. Her second personal, second team foul. Inbound goes to Carrillo. She'll keep it on the, tries to fake the handoff, driving on Grizzle off the glass, comes up short, ball's loose, picked up by Carrillo. And she's gonna be called for the travel. Ottawa leading number 17 Sterling 27-26, 5:32 left second quarter. Ottawa trying to win back-to-back games after the win on Wednesday against York. Ottawa with a chance to take their largest lead of the game with a made bucket. Led by 2 at 2-0. And since then, Sterling had the lead. 3-pointer from Collins. Heads back rim. Ball's loose. Picked up by Bailey Banger, and quickly out to midcourt to Hendrickson. Hendrickson left wing. Bounce pass down low to Carrillo. Left side to Banger. Right side, Sydney Banger. She'll take a 3 on the wing. It's off the front rim. Rebound by McAvoy. And she'll take it the other way. Ottawa has numbers if they push. Pass left side finds Collins. Dribbles it off her foot. Ball's loose, still loose. Collins in the corner finds McAvoy. McAvoy step back 3 on the wing. It's in and out. Rebound by Stahlbomber. Both teams unable to capitalize on open looks on their last 2 possessions. Pass down low to Carrillo. Going with the pink shoes tonight. Off the screen, Bailey Banger. Left-hand dribble, gets to the elbow, takes the 18-footer. It's good. That is such a tough shot. And the lead back to Sterling at 28-27, 4:23 left, second quarter. Collins looking left side to McAvoy. Ball's loose and then knocked out of bounds by Sydney Banger. Stay with Ottawa. Eilert will return for Sterling. Into the game for the Braves, Caitlin Hughes and Avery Lumen. McAvoy will sit along with Collins. Lumen to inbound in front of the scorer's table at midcourt. Inbound will find Grizzle, and she'll go right back to Lumen, and she'll walk it to the middle of the floor and hand it off to Hendricks. 13 on the shot clock for Ottawa. Hendricks gets to the right wing, goes up top, Lumen. Left side, Anthony. Anthony, little hesitation, crossover dribble, looking to attack, goes baseline. She's double teamed. Kicks it out to Grizzle. Grizzle by Stahlbomber, and Ottawa's going to be called for the shot clock violation as it just runs out on him. Braves turn it over for the 7th time in the half. Sterling's turned it over 5 times. 28-27, the lead for number 17, Sterling. Game 1 of our doubleheader. Bailey Banger to Carrillo, left wide open. Ottawa not going to guard her. They'll kick right side to Bailey Banger. Screen coming from Carrillo. She'll use it to get to the middle of the floor. Right side, Carrillo, right corner. Driving on Lumen. Leaves it with Eilert. Eilert to the free throw line. Attacking. Runner way too strong. Offensive rebound by Carrillo. And then a foul called on Grizzle. On the putback from Carrillo. And that is the 3rd team foul on Ottawa. First personal on Mariah. Into the free throw line is Jessica Carrillo. Sterling 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Free throw going to be off the mark for her. Carrillo 10 points a game, 74% foul shooter. Ottawa with 6 assists on 8 made baskets. Sterling with 7 assists on 12 made buckets as the second is good for Carrillo, and Ottawa down by 2, 29-27. 3:23 left, second quarter. Hendricks screen coming from Hughes. So used it to the left side, then throws it in the middle of the floor to Grizzle. Grizzle thought about the 3, then puts the ball on the floor, decides to pick it up one more time, and she's in trouble. Hands it off to Hughes. Hughes picks up her dribble. Cutting baseline is Lumen. Lumen goes baseline, kicks it in the corner. Hendricks, great ball movement, finds Caitlin Hughes open for 3. It's long, offensive rebound by Lumen, and Ottawa gets to reset with the shot clock at 20. Between the circles, it's Jennifer Anthony. Anthony dribbles out near midcourt, looking to go by Bailey Banger. Pass left side, Grizzle for 3 from straight away. You betcha. One more, and Ottawa takes the lead 30-29 with 2:39 left in the half. Braves 7 of 16 from 3. Backdoor cut, down low, unable to get it. Kick it right side, wide open 3 for Sydney Banger off the front rim. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds by Hughes as Carrillo had good position and would have been an easy putback if Hughes doesn't knock that out of bounds. Ottawa 30, Sterling 29. Inbound at the top of the key finds Carrillo. Down low they'll go. Back to her. Then in the corner, Bailey Banger at the lefty for 3. In and out. Rebound is going to be knocked in the hands of Bailey Banger. Her layup's good. And back-to-back offensive rebounds for Sterling. After Ottawa did such a good job of not giving any up in the first quarter, Sterling now with 6 offensive boards. And they lead it by 1, 31-30 as we hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. Lumen, right side Hendricks, good ball movement. Grizzle down low, not going to get the and one opportunity, but she's going to the line for 2 free throws. As Hendricks got the pass and zipped it inside to Grizzle, who shoots 2. Foul will be called on Sydney Banger, her first personal, 4th team foul on the Warriors. Grizzle hits the first one, and we're tied at 31. Grizzle with 4 points and 5 boards. As Ottawa regains the lead at 32-31, both free throws good. Hendrickson returns for Carrillo. Ottawa 32, number 17, Sterling 31 with 1:53 left in the first half. Sterling playing without their first team all-conference point guard, Kyla Comley. Hendrickson Passes tip, still makes it to Sydney Banger. Wide open three off the front rim. Rebound tracked down by Caitlin Hughes for the Braves. She'll keep it herself. Still dribbling on the wing, little hesitation. Kicks it in the corner. Anthony by one defender. Anthony floats, scoops, and scores with the foul on the little finger roll from the 5'5" junior from Pea Ridge, Arkansas. And a chance for a three-point play. And Ottawa goes up by 3, 34-31. And they will say the basket's good. And Ottawa now with their largest lead of the game at 34-31. Anthony to finish the three-point play as she's got 8 points in the first half. Free throw long and picked up by Sterling. Lead remains at 34-31 Braves. Sydney Banger at left corner. Max will go to the top of the floor to Bailey. Right side, Hendrickson. Hendrickson left side to Sydney Banger. Out to her sister, Bailey, all the way to the bucket. Ball's loose, and they call it jump ball, which is going to give Ottawa possession. With 1:09 remaining in the half, Jennifer Anthony has had a tremendous first half, 8 points off the bench. Ottawa's outscoring Sterling 15-9 on bench points in the first half, and they find themselves up 3, 34-31, 1:03 left in the half. Hendricks to Lumen on the wing, left open for three. Avery Lumen's shot ends up being an air ball. She was so wide open, couldn't decide if she wanted to put the ball on the floor or take the three, and really didn't have her feet set. She'll check out for Collins with 54.9 remaining. Ottawa 7 of 18 from three. And Lumen, maybe with a little bit of fatigue, still battling back from that stomach illness she had a couple weeks ago. Three-pointer for Sydney Banger off the front rim. And Collins takes it away, and it's knocked out of bounds by Sterling. Ottawa winning the rebounding edge 19-18. 40.3 left. Inbound will find Hendricks as Sterling's going to guard three-quarter court. Bailey Banger will guard Hendricks. She finds Collins as she crosses midcourt. Coming off the screen, McAvoy top of the key, left side, Hughes. Hughes attacking, finds McAvoy short corner. She'll pick up her dribble, just floats and scores from 5 as she leans in, and Ottawa takes a 5-point lead. 36-31, 19 seconds left in the half. Ottawa with their largest lead of the game. Sterling can hold for the final shot as Ottawa looks like they're going to take the lead into half. The question is how much. Ball's going to be kicked by Hughes with 7.3. Braves 37% from the floor and 7 of 17 from deep. Inbound will go in the corner to Stahlbomber. Looking for Bailey Banger, who goes baseline on Hughes. Kicks it wide open. Three on the way is long. Rebound is tipped around, and that does it for the first half as Ottawa leads number 17 Sterling 36-31 at the break. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KOFO.
Here are 3 things about Vistaprint business cards. Which do you think is true? 1, our business cards are now edible. 2, our business cards now come with sound effects. 3, our business cards now ship for free. Yep, it's 3. All Vistaprint business cards now ship free, and that goes for any style and quantity. You pick the style, the shape, and the paper. The result is a card you're proud to hand out. So visit Vistaprint.com for free shipping on all business cards in any style and any quantity. Just use promo code 9393. That's Vistaprint.com, promo code 9393.
Let's face it, auto insurance can be confusing. Do you know your comprehensive from your collision, your no fault from liability, your premium from your deductible? After an accident is no time to find out that your definition of full coverage is actually different from what your policy says. Let local State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King explain auto insurance in terms you can understand.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa or visit online at keithking.net.
When you have an emergency, who do you call? 911. What do you do if you're unable to speak during your emergency? You text to 911. Franklin County Emergency Communications Center has recently added text to 911 technology as part of the new 911 phone system. Cell phone users can use their phone messaging system to text 911 to contact local dispatch. Phones must have a text or data plan in order to use this service, and phones in roaming mode, text apps, or apps messaging services cannot use this feature. It is important to note Dispatch is unable to determine your location while using this service, so always know your location and include that in your initial text. Remember, if you're able to place a voice call, we're able to help you more quickly. But in the event you are unable to speak, text to 911 will still allow us to get the information we need. Call if you can, text if you can't. For more information, go to kansas911.org or 911.gov. This message has been brought to you by the Franklin County Emergency Communications Center and KOFO.
Ottawa finds themselves on top of number 17, Sterling, 36-31 at half. As Ottawa outscores Sterling 21-13 in the second quarter. As the Braves got hot from three, they finished the half 7 of 18 from deep, 37% overall, and 7 of 9 from the foul line, holding Sterling to just 2 of 14 from three and 13 of 33 overall for 39%. Ottawa also winning the rebounding edge 20-18. Sterling jumped down to an early 14-10 lead before a timeout from head coach Bruce Tate for the Braves at the 3:30 mark of the first quarter. Ottawa at that point 2 of 6 from three. Sterling then took a timeout after Ottawa went on a 5-2 run to get it within one at 16-15. As both coaches using the timeout to try and stop some runs tonight. Both teams using two timeouts in that first half. At the end of one, it was Sterling 18, Ottawa 15. Braves 3 of 9 from three. Sterling was just 4 of 13 overall. In the second quarter, Sterling had their largest lead at 23-15 before a timeout. The 9:03 mark of the second quarter as the Warriors started the second on a 5-0 run. And a good timeout from head coach Bruce Tate as Ottawa went on an 11-4 run, forcing a Sterling timeout as the Braves took the lead at 27-26, and they would stretch that lead out to 5 at 36-31, which is where we stand at the break. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll give you first half stats. You're listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KOFO.
This is Craig Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. Pre-arrangements make the difference of a family that is stressed and a family that is free to grieve, to celebrate a life. Consider making your pre-arrangements to lift the burden.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
Great Life Golf and Fitness is a proud supporter of OU Braves basketball, and they support you in your goal to live and play better. The Great Life state-of-the-art fitness facility in downtown Ottawa is accessible 24 hours a day. Find out more by visiting GreatLifeGolf.com. Proud to be your golf and fitness community partner, Great Life Golf and Fitness.
Check out Napa Auto Parts first quarter real deals at Napa Auto Parts, Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner.
This is Eric Price, funeral director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. We're proud to be involved in the communities we serve and support the youth of today because they're our leaders for tomorrow. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, providing compassionate care when you need it most.
Whether you're in the game or working around the house, injuries happen, but not all of them warrant a trip to the ER. For sprains, minor cuts, and less serious ailments, Advent Health Ottawa's Express Care Clinic can help. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Advent Health Ottawa, helping you feel whole. Visit adventhealthottawa.com.
What is radon? Home exposure to radon gas is the leading cause of lung cancer death in the United States for non-smokers. In Kansas, 1 in 4 homes will test at or above the EPA action level. The Surgeon General recommends all homes be tested and fixed if necessary. To test your home, check with your local agricultural extension office for an inexpensive home test kits or find a certified professional, per Kansas state law, to test during a real estate transaction. Consider building radon resistant for your new home. Call 1-800-693-5343 or visit kansasradonprogram.org for more information. Test, fix, save a life. This message brought to you by the Kansas Radon Program, the Kansas Association of Broadcasters, and this station.
Ottawa University women's basketball has the lead over Sterling 36-31 at halftime here in Sterling, Kansas, inside the Gleason Center. Look at your first half stats for the home team. Number 17, Sterling. Leading scorer Bailey Banger, 9 points, 3 rebounds, just 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 3 from deep. As a team, Sterling just 2 of 14 from 3, 13 of 33 overall, and 3 of 6 from the foul line. Behind her, Jessica Carrillo, 7 points and 7 rebounds. Emily Hendrickson, 4 points. Bethany Stuckey with 5. Sydney Banger was held scoreless, but she had 4 assists and 3 rebounds. Alexis Theus, 4 points and a rebound, but she picked up 2 early fouls and had been on the bench, only played 7 minutes in that first half and was missed dearly in the second quarter. as Ottawa outscored Sterling 21-13. For Ottawa, leading scorers are Jennifer Anthony with 8, all off the bench, 1 assist for her in 8 minutes. 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 2 from 3. Mariah Grizzle, 7 points, 5 boards, 2 assists in 18 minutes. Maddie McAvoy, 7 points and a rebound. Liz Bond, 5 points, 5 rebounds in 7 minutes. She had 2 fouls. Caitlin Hughes with 2. Avery Lumen, 4 points and a rebound. Cameron Collins, 3 points and 4 rebounds for the Braves as they go 11 of 29 from the floor, 7 of 18 from 3, 7 of 9 from the foul line, 7 assists on 11 made baskets. As a group, Ottawa comes into tonight averaging just 9 assists a game, so well above their average at this juncture. It'll be interesting to see if they can keep it up in the second half. A lot of success breaking the trap early on, which allowed us some 4-on-3s and 3-on-2s, which turned into open three-pointers. As Ottawa, of those 18, I would say only 2 of them were really contested that they took, so they were good shots that the Lady Braves step into. And I know they didn't drop early on, but they went through a stretch where they made 3 out of 3 and 4 out of 6 there in the second quarter as they lead by 5, 36-31. We'll take a break. You're listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KOFO.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents and Doug.
Limu, when we're not telling people that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need, I've actually been moonlighting as a DJ. What? Check it! Here's the good part!
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
It's time for some straight talk. Some choices don't require a brain, like getting the new iPhone 11 with the ultra-wide camera. Do you want an expensive plan with a contract or an affordable plan with no contract? Like I said, a no-brainer. Why pay more for the same network? Switch to Straight Talk Wireless and get a plan that's up to half the cost of big carriers, all on America's largest and most dependable 4G LTE networks. Straight Talk Wireless, only at Walmart.
Savings may vary. See straighttalk.com.
We could talk all about the ABCs of dining: appetizer, beverage, and course. But that would lead to the DEFs: dine, entree, and food. So instead of going through all the other letters, the only ones you really need to remember are PTG, Primetime Grill. Primetime Grill at Fusion Alley is the new and exciting dinner destination in South Ottawa. Juicy burgers, specially prepared Kansas cuisine, delicious desserts, and your favorite drinks. And with 42 screens, you'll understand why game time is prime time. Primetime Grill at Fusion Alley, where it's always good, clean fun and food. It's late at night. You've been visiting family and you're on your way home. You didn't see the deer in front of you until it was too late. Everyone is safe. Your vehicle did its job and protected you. Now you get to find out if your auto insurance does the same. It will, because you have State Farm Auto Insurance through local agent Keith King in Ottawa.
I'm State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King. Let's work together to be sure your vehicle has the coverage you need. Call and schedule an appointment today at 242-9435. Stop by my office at 111 South Main in Ottawa or visit online at keithking.net.
Join the KOFO Travel Club for the next trip to the new theater and restaurant to see the original Church Basement Ladies, starring Cindy Williams from Laverne and Shirley. Enjoy this musical comedy with star-studded characters Wednesday, March 25th. Deadline to sign up is Tuesday, February 25th. You'll depart from the parking lot south of the Bottle House at 10 o'clock. And mark your calendar for Tuesday, February 25th for the next meeting of the KOFO Travel Club, taking place at the First United Methodist Church. Meeting starts at 6 o'clock. Learn about and sign up for upcoming trips to Branson in April, a day trip to Jamesport, Missouri in May. See the $1 Million Quartet at the new theater and restaurant in June. Plus, learn about an upcoming trip to the Mackinac Islands. The meeting is free and refreshments provided. Come join the adventures and come enjoy the fun. The KOFO Travel Club from KOFO 1220 and 103.7 FM.
It's difficult to admit, but as long, cold, and nasty as this winter has been, you're not the only one actually looking forward to those spring projects around the house. KOFO and Home Base want to help you get started with the 2020 Home and Garden Expo, March 7th and 8th at the ORC Goppert Building in Ottawa. Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or you need to hire a pro, you'll find all the help you need at the KOFO Home Base Home and Garden Expo inside the climate-controlled confines of the ORC Goppert Building at 15th and Ash. Need new windows or doors? Ideas for gardening or planting new shrubs? doors for more curb appeal? Maybe it's time to add that deck or renovate the kitchen. To this century, we'll have vendors on hand that can help with it all. Demonstrations, food, crafts and decor, even health and wellness for you to enjoy spring and all it brings. Admission to the KOFO Home Base Home and Garden Expo is free. And when you register upon arrival, you'll be entered to win $500 in KOFO cash to spend with any of the vendors at the show. Bring the family and enjoy the tradition of the KOFO Home Base Home and Garden Expo at the ORC Gopher Building, March 7th and 8th. We'll see you there.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Back to the Gleason Center here in Sterling, Kansas, as Ottawa gets set to start the second half here in about 3 minutes. We'll look at other scores. The one we are following very closely, Bethel is hosting Avila today. That one started a little bit after this one, and it is already into the third quarter. Avila leading 37-26 as the third quarter just starting there. Other games this evening, Oklahoma Wesleyan and Tabor about to tip off here at 4 o'clock. Friends in York, Kansas Wesleyan, and McPherson will tip at 5. So we will pay attention to that Kansas Wesleyan and McPherson matchup as they are tied with Ottawa with 8 wins. And that Bethel game, very important, because if Ottawa comes away with a win today, Ottawa will be tied for that final spot in the KCAC tournament, as current standings have Southwestern and Bethel both with 9 wins. We'll take our last break, just a quick 1 minute. When we come back, we'll have the start of your second half. You're listening to Ottawa University women's basketball on KOFO.
When you're looking for a place to take the whole family for food and fun, what comes to mind? Fusion Alley with Primetime Grill.
The atmosphere is very inviting.
Dine in and enjoy the Kansas cuisine with special entrees, burgers, salads, drinks, and an exciting kids menu.
I enjoy it here. It's very comfortable.
It's your new destination for delicious food and family fun that you've been craving for a long time, and it'll bring you back time and time again.
This is our 4th visit.
Fusion Alley with Primetime Grill, now open for dinner in South Ottawa at 2204 South Princeton Circle Drive. Remember, when it's game time, it's prime time.
Napa know-how.
Napa Auto Parts annual farm filter sale is coming soon to Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner. Save up to 50% on all Napa Gold filters from February 10th through February 22nd. While you're there, check out the Napa first quarter real deals with prices good through March 31st. Deals on Carlisle and Craftsman tools, toolboxes, and more. Stop by any of their locations in Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner.
Napa know-how.
Both teams back out to shoot around for about 1 minute and 8 seconds before we start the second half. And this would be if Ottawa can hang on here, which, you know, there's a lot of things going on between now and these next 2 quarters. But if Ottawa could hang on, by far the biggest win of the season, if they can do it, and they put themselves in a really good spot. First matchup between these two teams, Ottawa was down at the half by 11. And then the third quarter is where it all fell apart after that. Sterling outscored Ottawa 32-16. Ottawa just has to deal with the initial surge from Sterling, and Alex Theus and Liz Vaughn will be able to contribute for both clubs here in the third quarter. But if either of those players pick up their third, that could be a huge loss. But Ottawa's found themselves in a very good spot on the road on Senior Day against the number 17 ranked team in the country. And at pregame, we talked about just being there and finding a way to keep it close. And you've got a very heavy junior-senior club with the Braves. And right now they go into the third quarter with a 5-point lead. Sterling with the basketball to start the third quarter. Starters back on the floor for both teams. For Ottawa, McAvoy, Vaughn, Grizzle, Hendricks, and Hughes. For Sterling, Sydney and Bailey, Banger, Theus, Eilert, and Carrillo. And just like that, they go right to Carrillo on the lob inside, and her right-hand layup is good. And they're actually going to sub out Eilert and bring in Stuckey, who had a very good first half. Hughes in the left corner. Back up top finds Hendricks as Sterling stays in the zone. They'll kick it out to McAvoy right corner. She'll pick up her dribble, goes back up top. Hendricks swing it left side as Ottawa trying to beat the zone. They'll kick it back to Hendricks, wide open. 3 on the wing is off the mark. Rebound by Sterling. But again, another wide open look that Ottawa has to take when it's there. They are not forcing it by any means. Bailey Banger to the free throw line. Scored 9 in the first half. Finds Sydney in the left corner. Back to Bailey. Right side, Theus. Lob down low. They'll go to Carrillo. She looks like she traveled. No whistle. She'll spin inside. Goes off the glass. Scores on Liz Vaughn. And just like that, a 4-0 run for Sterling to start the second half. And they're within one at 36-35. And Liz trying to plead her case with the officials as Carrillo did lean in with that shoulder. Hughes open three in the corner. You betcha. Kaylin Hughes hits another three. Ottawa's 8th of the night as they are 8 of 20. And they lead it by 4, 39-35 going baseline. Sydney Banger, layup's good. Thought she threw it up a little strong with the left hand. Vaughn able to back off, not trying to pick up her third foul. And it still goes. Hughes back up top, Hendricks, right side, Vaughn. Vaughn back to Hendricks. In the corner, Hughes one more time. Another three for Kaylin. This one's long. Offensive rebound by Liz in the corner. Has McAvoy wide open, never saw her. McAvoy right corner. Right side, Vaughn. Ottawa with no one in the high post right now. Vaughn attacking to the basket. Runner's going to hang off the rim. Offensive rebound by Grizzle. Does a good job to toss it out to a teammate. Hughes layup inside, no good. Rebound by Stuckey. Sterling the other way with Theus. Lob down low to Carrillo. Shot's blocked, and then they call a foul on Ottawa. McAvoy made Carrillo pay for bringing it back down low where the guards would be, and we're going to say McAvoy caught her on the arm. Carrillo shoots two with a chance to tie it up. Sydney Banger asking for the Gatorade bottle here early on, as she is playing heavy minutes with the injury to Kyla Comley. Wonder if she's dealing with some cramping here in the second half early on, which several players getting extra minutes today. When you look down the roster, Stuckey, the sophomore, has played big minutes, along with Emily Hendrickson, the 5'4" sophomore from Haven. Carrillo to shoot two. She's got 11. Free throw good for her. Carrillo, a 5'10" senior from Garden City, Kansas, has scored all 5 points here in the third. Make it just 5 as the rebound into the hands of Vaughn. Ottawa maintains the 1-point lead at 39-38. Hughes out on the left wing as Vaughn again with great court vision to try and lead Hughes to the bucket, and ran right into a Sterling defender. Hendricks, right wing, up top finds Vaughn. Vaughn looking left side. Guarded by Stuckey, picks up her dribble. Goes to Grizzle, right side, McAvoy. McAvoy to the free throw line, dribbles it off her foot. Ball's loose, picked up by Carrillo. And Sterling out on a 2-on-0. Pass left side, Banger with the layup's good, and Sterling takes the lead. 40-39, and Carrillo is on the ground. Vaughn the other way, kicks it in the corner. McAvoy's three on the way, high arcing air ball. Rebound by Sterling, and they go the other way with numbers. Pass left side, finds Theus. Theus in the lane, kicks it corner three for Bailey. Banger is short. Offensive rebound tipped around, and it's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Ottawa. Into the game for the Braves, Jennifer Anthony and Avery Lumen. Hughes and McAvoy will sit. Also in, Cameron Collins for Liz Vaughn with 6:57 remaining third quarter. Sterling has regained the lead at 40-39. Inbound will go from Bailey. Banger, steal by Lumen, who read the inbound. Here's Grizzle the other way. Ottawa 2-on-1. Grizzle inside, going into the body. Layup's not going to go, but 2 free throws upcoming for the sophomore from DeSoto. Went right into the body of Sydney Bangert, and nothing she could do but commit the foul. Grizzle has 7 points, 6 rebounds. Free throw for Mariah is good. Ottawa's tied it at 40. Matchup on January 4th saw Sterling run away with it 81-50. So far in this one, a little different story. Second, good for Mariah, and Ottawa goes up by 1, 41-40. Ottawa started the half with a 5-point lead, but that evaporated quickly, and they've fought back here as they're with a 1-point lead, and Sterling turns it over. Stuckey was trying to go down low to Carrillo, who was cutting from the left block to the free throw line, went right through her hands and out of bounds. Sterling has turned it over 7 times. Ottawa 41, Sterling 40, 6:30 to play, third quarter. Ottawa trying to beat their first ranked opponent of the season. Couldn't come at a better time if they can do it. And Sterling stretching out their 2-3 zone as Ottawa has forced them into that situation. And they're going to call Anthony for traveling as she stepped through the double team, put the ball on the floor, and then called for the travel as she was just floating through the air. Ottawa's 8th turnover of the night. 41-40 Braves. 6:13 left in the third. Banger picks up her dribble at the volleyball line, finally finds her sister on the right wing. Up top to Carrillo. Lob down low, Theus. Theus backing in on Grizzle, can't score. Rebound to Mariah. And quickly out to Lumen. Left side pass to Anthony. It goes through her hands and can't save it as she steps out of bounds. Lumen let her just a little too much. Into the game for Ottawa, Caitlin Hughes will give Hendricks a seat, which will move Anthony to the point offensively. 5:55 left third quarter. Teams have turned it over on their last two possessions. Sydney Banger, crossover dribble, looking left side. She'll find Theus on the wing. She'll hold it on her hip. Puts the ball on the floor as they're trying to post up Carrillo. Ottawa with another steal as Collins takes it away. That play from the beginning looked like it was going to Carrillo. Collins keeps it between the circles. Right wing pass to Lumen. Lumen dribbling from right to left, attacking, goes into the body, throws one wildly, but an offensive rebound for Grizzle. Pass left side, Anthony. Anthony step back three from straight away is long. Rebound going to be tracked down by Collins. Able to keep from going out of bounds. Dribbles baseline, kicks it right side, Hughes. Hughes crossover dribble, dribbles in the corner, kicks it to Lumen. She's in the short right corner. Down low, they'll go to Grizzle. Grizzle on Stuckey earns the foul one more time, and 2 free throws upcoming for Mariah, who has been able to get to the basket. It seems like it will tonight as she's got 9 points and 6 boards. Subs coming for Sterling. They'll bring in Stahlbomber. All 3 starters take a seat with 5:06 remaining in the third. Hendrickson will come in along with Eilert, who started the game but did not start the second half. Grizzle to shoot 2 more. Her first free throw is good. Mariah into double digits. First player for Ottawa into double figures. 5 of 5 from the foul line tonight. Make it 6 of 6. Ottawa by 3, 43-40. Brianna Knight will come in for Grizzle to give her a quick breather. It is going to be difficult for Knight to try and match up with the bigger Stahlbomber down low. And then Eilert looks like she's going to post up on Collins. Off the screen, Hendrickson to Eilert. Ottawa just has to try and pack it in and force Sterling to continue to try and take shots from outside. Pick and roll with Sydney Banger. They'll go left side Stahlbomber. Hendrickson, open 3 on the wing, is going to be off. Rebound by Collins, goes through her hands. Ottawa can't save it. Right in the hands of Eilert, layup's good. When Sterling continues to miss these threes, Ottawa cannot give them second chance points. Lead down to 1 for the Braves. Collins off the screen, finds Hughes, right corner to Anthony, who goes baseline. Little hesitation. Her 17-footer knocked in. Jennifer Anthony into double figures with 10. And again, that little head move from her, she goes to the floor. A lot of contact from both players that time. Officials let them play on. Lob inside, finds Eilert, and Lumen's going to draw the foul. Had her arm wrapped around her waist. First personal on Lumen. Second team foul on the Braves, who lead by 3 with 4:12 left in the third. Inbound will come from Bailey Banger. And another whistle and a foul called on Lumen, who was chasing Sydney Banger down the baseline. And she picks up her second personal, third team foul. Again, Bailey Banger to inbound. They go down low, and the layup's going to be good as they posted up Sydney Banger on the block. And Ottawa's lead again down to 1 at 45-44. 4 minutes left in the third. Anthony screen from Collins. Can't use it as they jump. A little hesitation. Anthony finds Brianna Knight. Pass left side, Collins. Collins back to Anthony, right side of the floor. Anthony attacks, steps through, beautiful step through, just can't get the layup to go, but split the defenders like a banana. Pass left side. Into the hands, and that's got to be a travel, no whistle. Eilert definitely picked up both feet. Pass cross court to Bailey Banger to Hendrickson. Hendrickson looked like she traveled. Ottawa double teams on Eilert. Hendrickson inside, backdoor cut, goes through the hands of Stahlbomber, and it's knocked out of bounds by Ottawa. Anthony playing with so much confidence right now, and Sterling doesn't have anyone who can hang with her. As she will check out along with Lumen and Collins. Those 3 subs have been huge for Bruce Tate's team tonight, who lead by 1 with 3:25 to go third quarter. Banger to inbound. She'll find Eilert in the left corner. Up top will go Hendrickson. Trying to post up, they go to Theus. Theus runs right into Hendrickson. Ottawa double teams. Banger goes baseline 1 second, banks it off the glass. Shot's no good. Ball's loose, picked up by Hughes for Ottawa. Hughes, cross court to Kelsey Hendricks. Hendricks hesitation, works to the right wing. And she'll keep it. Dribbles into the right corner, picks up her dribble. Up top, into the hands of Liz Vaughn. Vaughn, McAvoy, and Hendricks, the three that checked in for Ottawa at the last stoppage. Hendricks at the Warriors logo, right side pass to the NAI logo tonight. Off the screen is Vaughn. Vaughn attacking to the bucket on Theus, tries to bank it in, it's short, rebound by Sterling. And Theus trying not to pick up her third foul. Bailey Bangered in the left short corner, finds Theus to the bucket, her layup's gonna be good. Ottawa unable to stop the dribble as Banger got into the short corner and Theus was cutting to the basket. 46-45 Sterling, 2:25 to go third quarter. Hendricks up top to Vaughn between the circles, right side pass, dangerous pass. McAvoy tracks it down, but then Hendrickson called for the foul, she went through her back. Carrillo will come into the game for Sterling. Taking the seat is Bailey Banger. Grizzle will come in for Knight. Mariah got about a 3-minute break. Inbound into the backcourt, finds Kelsey Hendricks. 2:18 left. Sterling leads Ottawa 46-45. Vaughn spinning into the double team, throws one up, goes to the floor, no whistle. Hendrickson on the rebound. Pass left side, Bailey Banger, crossover dribble, looking left side, finds Hendrickson. They'll go down low to Carrillo, backing in on Grizzle. Carrillo, pass right side, Bailey Banger for three on the wing is long. McAvoy, a big box out, and Ottawa can go the other way on transition. McAvoy, little hesitation, goes by her defender to the bucket. She can't get it to go. Offensive rebound by Mariah, way too strong with the putback. And out in transition the other way is Sterling. Going baseline, Hendrickson, layup's good. And Ottawa looked like they might call a timeout here. No, they're gonna run a play. Trailing by 3, 48-45. Sterling has come back and gone on a 4-0 run. 1:23 left, third quarter, and a turnover. Ball's loose, picked up by Sterling. And a whistle and a foul called on McAvoy 50 feet from the basket. Hendrickson created the contact by lowering the shoulder. 14th foul on the Braves with 1:18 left in the third. Second personal on McAvoy. Collins will come into the game for Hughes. Ottawa's gone cold offensively on their last 6 possessions, and they have to make some stops defensively. Carrillo finds herself wide open. Ottawa didn't switch on the pick and roll, and a layup for Jessica Carrillo, who has 14, leading scorer for Sterling. And Ottawa is going to play this last minute out, trailing by 5, their largest deficit of the second half. Also, well, they trailed by 8 in the first half. Hendricks looking right side, still attacking into the right short corner. Up top, they'll find Collins. Collins puts the ball on the floor, attacks Theus off the glass, no whistle. And a rebound by Sterling. Theus the other way. Theus cutting into the lane, pass left side, finds Eilert, layup's good. It's an 8-0 run for Sterling, and they lead it by 7. 52-45, 2-second differential between shot clock and game clock. Hendricks, right wing, McAvoy. Left side to Vaughn. Liz had a tough day offensively, attacking, going between defenders, kicks it over the top. Hendricks for 3 wide open. It's off the front rim. Rebound picked up by Liz, who stole it away. Putback's no good. Ball's tipped around. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Ottawa with 5.8 remaining. Ottawa trails 52-45. 5 seconds left. Banger able to get by one defender, going to the basket. Her layup's not going to go. Rebound by Collins. And Ottawa's going to trail by 7 going to the fourth quarter, 52-45. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves basketball on KOFO.
The Ottawa Recreation Commission is your place for activities and other programs designed to keep the members of our community active and healthy. Visit us at the GOT Building or online at orcottawaks.org to see recreation options for all ages. Ottawa Recreation Commission, bring recreation to life.
This is Craig Dingle of Dingle & Son Mortuary. Pre-arrangements make the difference of a family that is stressed and a family that is free to grieve to celebrate a life. Consider making your pre-arrangements to lift the burden.
Dingle & Son Mortuary, 785-242-2323.
It's time for some straight talk. Some choices don't require a brain, like getting the new iPhone 11 with the ultra-wide camera. Do you want an expensive plan with a contract or an affordable plan with no contract? Like I said, a no-brainer. Why pay more for the same network? Switch to Straight Talk Wireless and get a plan that's up to half the cost of big carriers, all on America's largest and most dependable 4G LTE networks. Straight Talk Wireless, only at Walmart.
Savings may vary. See straighttalk.com.
Ottawa University women's basketball trails 52-45 as we start the fourth quarter. Braves go scoreless for the final 4 minutes and 24 seconds of that quarter. Sterling outscores the Braves 21-9 in the third. For the Braves to start the fourth quarter, they'll have the ball. That's Collins, Hendricks, McAvoy, Vaughn, and Grizzle. For Sterling, it's Bailey Banger, Hendrickson, Eilert, Carrillo, and Theus. Back to the zone, go the Warriors. Ottawa's made them pay, but they've missed on their last 5 from 3. Hit their first 3 of the third quarter and then missed 5 after that. Grizzle for 3 in the corner, halfway down, popped out. Rebound by Sterling, but another good look. Braves 8 of 24 on the night. Theus goes baseline, her 7-foot jumper off the front rim. Rebound by Vaughn. We'll go the other way with it for the Braves. Vaughn in transition, crosses over, kicks it left side. Collins for 3 on the wing, long. Rebound tipped around, offensive board for Grizzle. She'll find Vaughn, and then back to the middle of the floor near midcourt is Hendricks. 9:18 left. Ottawa has not scored in almost 5 minutes. Hendricks right wing off the screen finds Collins. Collins inside, finds Grizzle. Grizzle can't get the first one to go. Putback's good. Hung on the rim. Thought it was going to go the other way, but Mariah Grizzle with 13, leading scorer for the Braves as they trail by 5, 52-47, with 8:54 to go. Pick and roll coming between Carrillo and Hendrickson. Pass left side, Theus. No one there for Ottawa to stop Theus on the dribble. Her jumper's no good, luckily, but an offensive board for Carrillo. Head coach Bruce Tate just throws his hands in the air. Eilert to the basket. Her layup's going to go as it hung on the rim and drops. Back to a 7-point lead. Collins, left wing, kicks it right side to Vaughn. Ottawa's definitely made Sterling work. They're 23 of 50. Just 46%. Ottawa 13 of 44. Those threes have been paramount to keep Ottawa in the game. Collins all the way to the bucket. Left-hand layup's good as she goes right by Theus. And Ottawa within 5 again, 54-49, but they need some defensive stops. Ottawa only with 1 assist in the second half as well after having 7 in the first on 11 made baskets. Hendrickson, left corner, out to Eilert, top of the key. Bailey Banger spins in the lane all the way to the bucket, loses the handle, and they call foul as she hits the deck. Foul on Kelsey Hendricks. Into the game for the Braves, Lumen, Hughes, and Anthony. And they're going to say she was in the act of shooting. To the line will be Sydney Bangert. Make that Bailey Banger. Bailey Bangert with 15 and 5 rebounds. First free throw good. 55-49, 7:46 to go. That's the first team foul on Ottawa for Kelsey Hendricks. That was her second foul on the night as Ottawa down by 7. Both free throws good for Bailey Banger. 7:40 left. Largest deficit for the Braves in the second half. Lumen left wing. Screen from Hughes. Kicks it right side. Anthony on the wing to McAvoy. Back up top, Anthony. NBA range 3 for Jennifer. Banks in. The bank is open for Jennifer, and Ottawa throws up a prayer and gets it within 4 at 56-52. Anthony with 13. 7:15 to go. Braves have not had a stop in a long time. Eilert right corner to Bangert. Banger on McAvoy. Picks up her dribble, down low, they'll go. Ball's loose, picked up by Ottawa and Mariah Grizzle. Grizzle up top to Hughes as Ottawa trails by 4 with 6:56 to play. Standing on the Warriors logo is Anthony. Keeps her dribble, looks to the sideline. Gets the call from head coach Bruce Tate. Leaves it in the hands of Hughes. Left wing to Lumen. Off the screen, McAvoy. McAvoy down low, Grizzle. Grizzle double team, kicks it in the corner. Anthony one more time for threes and air ball. Tried to chase down her rebound, but first poor look we've seen from Ottawa from deep in the second half. Theus goes baseline, gets in the lane, layup's good. And Ottawa just not stopping the dribble. Back to a 6-point deficit. Trying to go after too many steals. And then leaving the lane wide open in the second half as Sterling up to almost 47% from the floor. Hughes leaves it in the corner. Anthony crossover dribble, works back to the wing. Far side 3 on the way for Hughes. Good, and Kaylin Hughes is heating up. And a timeout by Ottawa as they're within 3 at 58-55. With 6:04 to go in the fourth quarter, we'll take a timeout. It's a 30-second. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves basketball on KLFO.
Napa know-how.
Napa Auto Parts annual farm filter sale is coming soon to Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner. Save up to 50% on all Napa Gold filters from February 10th through February 22nd. While you're there, check out the Napa first quarter real deals with prices good through March 31st. Deals on Carlisle and Craftsman tools, toolboxes, and more. Stop by any of their locations in Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner.
Napa know-how.
Kaylin Hughes' second 3 of the night gets Ottawa within 3 at 58-55, 6:04 to play. On the road in the Gleason Center, Sterling has won 6 straight in the series. They are coming off a loss to Tabor on Wednesday, also losing their starting point guard in Kylie Comley. Sydney Bangert has done a good job for the Warriors tonight, but you can't replace 18 points a game. Ottawa just down by 3. Hendrickson, pass down low. Posting up and is Stahlbomber. Make that Stuckey. Stuckey's turnaround blocked by Grizzle. Going the other way of the Braves, 2-on-2 with McAvoy. McAvoy steps through, right hand layup's not gonna go. Rebound by the Warriors and Hendrickson. And Hendrickson into the body of McAvoy and draws another foul at half court. Third personal on Maddie. She has 7 points and 2 rebounds. Inbound will go to Sydney Banger. 5:30 left. That was a big opportunity for Ottawa to cut into the lead. Down by 3. Down low, they'll go Stuckey. Her layup's gonna go. And the size inside starting to take over is the points in the paint in favor of Sterling right now, 46-10. Anthony up top, Lumen. Left side, Hughes. Lob down low, finds Grizzle. Grizzle through the contact's going to score on the double team. As her left hand layup's good, she's got 15. 60-57. Sterling leads over Ottawa. Bailey Banger on the wing, guarded by McAvoy. In the corner, Sydney Banger. Right hand dribble back to Bailey. Right hand dribble goes by one defender all the way to the basket. Shots blocked by Grizzle. And Ottawa going the other way, 4-on-3. Anthony, hesitation. Her floater is an air ball. Rebound by Sterling, and now they're out on the break. All the way to the bucket is going to be Eiler. Her layup's good. Anthony found herself in no man's land. And Ottawa, no other player could really clear any space. And that is a big 4-point swing, and the lead back to 5 for Sterling with 4:17 to play. Lumen in the corner to Grizzle. 3-pointer from Mariah off the front rim. Rebound by Sterling, and they'll push in transition. Bailey Banger to the basket. Runner's good. Going to the floor is Kaylin Hughes. No whistle. Lead back to 7. 4-0 run for Sterling after Ottawa had caught it down to 3, and Ottawa's going to take another timeout. That is they have 1 timeout left, trailing by 7. It's a full timeout. 64-57 Sterling. You're listening to Ottawa University women's basketball on KLFO.
My son was playing in the finals, which I hated to miss, but I had a big deadline at work. Thanks to Total Wireless, my husband streamed the game to me over the nation's best network.
Yep, I'm your cameraman.
It was awesome.
Except for how tired my arms got.
Aw, thanks, babe.
You got this with Total Wireless. For a limited time, get double the data on our $35 plan. All new activations get 10 gigs of high-speed data. The best value in wireless just doubled in size. Total Wireless, total confidence. Available at authorized dealers. New activations, 3 months only. See terms and conditions at TotalWireless.com.
Today on Hey Culligan, cleaner, safer drinking water. We got Chris in Cleveland.
Hey, Culligan, I have a water pitcher. Is that safe?
Basic water pitchers are, let's say, passable, but a Culligan reverse osmosis system can do way more and help reduce lead, arsenic, something called pesticide runoff.
Hey, Culligan?
Yeah, Chris?
I'll take one of those reverse
osmosis to get the mostest out of your drinking water? Chris, we're already on the way. Let us help you out with a free in-home water test with a local Culligan water expert at heyculligan.com.
Sterling on a 6-2 run. Ottawa with the ball coming out of the timeout, and they trail by 7 with 3:54 remaining. Ottawa on the year with just one road win in conference. Inbound will come from Collins on the far side. It will find Hendricks near midcourt. Ottawa hasn't got as many stops here in the second half. They've been outscored 27-19 in the second half. Hughes, left side Collins, in the corner back to Hughes. Hughes hesitation and a reach-in foul will be called on Hendrickson for Sterling. First team foul on the Warriors in the fourth quarter. Inbound for Ottawa to the right of the basket with Hendricks. Coming off the screen, Collins wide open down low, goes into the body of Carrillo, somehow able to score with the left hand on the right side of the basket. As Carrillo looked like she had position, but Collins fights through it, gets the left hand lay-in. And Ottawa within 5 at 64-59. 3:27 to go. Theus, lob inside to Bailey Banger, kicks it right side to Stuckey. Back up top to Theus. Theus in the corner, fadeaway from 7 is long, rebound by Collins for the Braves. She'll keep it herself all the way to the left wing. Cameron Collins looking to drive on Carrillo, crossover dribble, works it right side to Vaughn. Vaughn up top to Hughes. Hughes out to the right wing, up top Collins. Looks to go by Carrillo, goes to the basket, contact, bucket's good in the foul. Just heaves one at the basket. And Cameron Collins looks for the three-point play. She scored 4 straight, 9 on the night for the sophomore from McPherson. And she will complete the three-point play as Ottawa within 2. Since the timeout, Ottawa on a 5-0 run, 64-62 Sterling, 2:50 to play. Ottawa with their season on the line. Bailey Banger up top to Carrillo. Used her arm to clear some space. She attacks, probably traveled, throws up a wild shot, rebound by the Braves. Going the other way is Liz Vaughn. Vaughn to the right wing. Picks up her dribble. They're going to double team Grizzle. Kick it left side Collins. Back to Vaughn. Vaughn puts the ball on the floor. Attacking. Liz Vaughn's layup's a little strong. Waiting for the contact from Stuckey that never came. Pass left side Hendrickson. And Sterling playing with a lot of subs on the floor right now. We'll see Eilert come to the scorer's table as Hendrickson will just hang on to it. Ottawa switches. Vaughn will guard her. Pass left side Carrillo. Lob inside to Stuckey, just in front of the free throw line. Kicks it in the corner. Theus for 3 is an air ball. The ball comes up loose. Ball's free and an offensive rebound down low. And then a turnover. Oh no, they're going to say it went off of Ottawa. And they're going to come over and talk to head coach Bruce Tate. And I can understand his frustration as it didn't touch anyone from Ottawa. So it stays with Sterling, and the shot clock's at 19. And they're going to say the shot clock currently at 19 needs to be within 10 seconds. Don't think that original shot ever hit the rim. It was an air ball. And they're going to say it did hit the rim. Inbound will come from Bailey Banger. That is a huge get for Sterling. That shot clock should be under 6 seconds. Instead, it goes back out to 20. Pass in the corner, Bailey Banger. Down low to Carrillo. Cross-court pass to Theus. She's cut off by Collins. Theus spins, jumpers, hangs on the front rim. Rebound by Collins for Ottawa. Down by 2, 1:37 to play. Vaughn looking right side, trying to go to Grizzle. Kicks it in the corner, Hendricks. Back up top, into the hands of Collins. Left side, Hughes. Hughes, little hesitation, gets by one defender, goes back up top to Vaughn. Vaughn inside, picks up her dribble, finds Collins. Collins dribbles left side, goes between the legs, crossover dribble, leaves it with Vaughn. 5 on the shot clock. Three-pointer from Liz on the way. It's long. Ball's tipped out into the hands of Cameron Collins. Hendricks able to save it, and Ottawa gets it back to 18 seconds on the shot clock. Hendricks looking right wing. She'll find Liz Vaughn. Lob down low to Grizzle. Grizzle through the contact. Layup's no good. And then she commits the foul. Had good position on the right block. That's only the 3rd team foul. Ottawa got the look they wanted as Grizzle was going towards the bucket. This time it doesn't fall. Into the game for Sterling will be Sydney Banger. Banger, Eilert, Bailey, Banger, Hendrickson, and Carrillo on the floor for Sterling with 55.5 to go. For Ottawa, Hendricks, Hughes, Grizzle, Vaughn, and Collins. Clock running, 48 seconds to play, 23 on the shot clock. Pass right side to Bailey, Banger guarded by Collins. Banger to the free throw line, kicks left side, Hendrickson. Hendrickson looking right wing, and there's gonna be a timeout by Sterling with 13 on the shot clock, a full timeout as Ottawa trails 64-62. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KOFO.
And now a message from Puffs Plus Lotion Tissues. Coughing and sneezing aren't the season's worst flaw. It's the ordinary tissues that can leave noses raw. With each little wipe, they can leave noses red. So do your sniffer a favor. Buy Puffs Plus Lotion instead. Puffs have lotion to soothe and are soft on your nose. You'll feel the difference with each of your blows. Especially during cold and flu season, a nose in need deserves Puffs indeed.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
38.3 remaining here in Sterling. Ottawa trailing 64-62. Sterling ball. They'll inbound on the far side in front of their student section. 13 on the shot clock. Inbound finds Hendrickson. Have to believe this is going to Carrillo. Ball's loose. Picked up by Hendrickson, though. Still hangs on to it. Finds Carrillo. Back to Hendrickson. Hendrickson attacking to the basket. Up and under. Layup's no good. Ball's loose, but an offensive rebound. And Ottawa has to foul here. 22 seconds remaining. Shot clock at 15. And Ottawa's going to foul with 17.2. 4th team foul on the Braves. Massive offensive rebound. And I'm not sure if that one even hit the rim on the initial layup attempt. Either way, Sterling got the offensive board, and Ottawa's going to have to foul one more time. Inbound coming from Sterling. They'll go to Carrillo, and Ottawa's going to foul with 16.3. That is the 5th team foul, and you're going to send one of the best free throw shooters on the team to the foul line, but she has missed a couple tonight. As a team, Sterling 6 of 10. Carrillo 6 of 10 from the field, 2 of 4 from the foul line. She has a double-double, 14 and 10. Grizzle, a double-double for Ottawa, 15 and 13. Braves have 1 timeout left, Sterling with 2. Carrillo gets 2 free throws. Her first one's good. And this here would keep it at a 1-possession game. Ottawa's got to try and dribble the length of the floor, get an easy layup here. Carrillo's second is good. And Lumen will check in for Ottawa. And Ottawa will use a 30-second timeout, their final timeout of the game as they trail by 4 with 16 seconds left. You're listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KOFO.
You can just about hear that cold Kansas winter wind blowing, and you're going to want to make sure your heater is working this winter. The best way to do that is call the pros at Adamson Brothers at 785-242-9273. Adamson Brothers Heating and Cooling, maintaining your comfort for over 30 years.
Great Life Golf and Fitness is a proud supporter of OU Braves basketball, and they support you in your goal to live and play better. The Great Life state-of-the-art fitness facility in downtown Ottawa is accessible 24 hours a day. Find out more by visiting greatlifegolf.com. Proud to be your golf and fitness community partner, Great Life Golf and Fitness.
Carrillo hits both free throws. Sterling. They lead it by 4 with 16.3 left. Ottawa will inbound on the far side on their half of the court. Ottawa has made 10 threes. They're 10 of 30. 12 of 14 from the foul line, 20 of 61 overall for 32%. Sterling 28 of 63. But that, 50 of their points have come in the paint. And Ottawa has, the size discrepancy is easy to tell on the floor, but the heart tonight from the Braves definitely been on their side. The effort has been there. They've gotten after loose balls, and they find themselves in the game. Down by 4 with 16 seconds left. We'll see if they try and go for the three here or get an easy basket and force Sterling to make some more free throws. Vaughn to inbound for the Braves. They'll go to Collins in the left corner. She almost falls out of bounds. She'll pick it up, goes baseline. So continues baseline reverse layup for Cameron Collins is good with 10 seconds to go. Ottawa has to foul, and they will with 8.3. Cameron Collins able to walk a tightrope down the baseline, and the reverse layup goes. Ottawa out of timeout, Sterling with 2. The double bonus are the Warriors. Bailey Bangert shoots 2 free throws for Sterling. Bangert, 82% foul shooter. Yeah, she went straight to get that inbound. Free throw good for her, 67-64. Reminder, we'll have head coach Bruce Tate with us at the conclusion of this one. Second on the way for Bangert, good. Inbound will go to Lumen with 8.3, Ottawa down by 4. They need a quick 3. Lumen going to the basket instead on Carrillo, can't get it to go. Ball's loose, and that is going to do it. Ottawa falls by a final of 68-64 to number 17, Sterling. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University Braves basketball on KOFO.
This is Eric Price, Funeral Director at Lamb Roberts Funeral Home in Ottawa, Baldwin City, and Overbrook. We're proud to be involved in the communities we serve and support the youth of today because they're our leaders for tomorrow. Lamb Roberts Funeral Home, providing compassionate care when you need it most.
And now a message from Puffs Plus Lotion Tissues. Coughing and sneezing aren't the season's worst flaw. It's the ordinary tissues that can leave noses raw. With each little wipe, they can leave noses red. So do your sniffer a favor. Buy Puffs Plus Lotion instead. Puffs have lotion to soothe and are soft on your nose. You'll feel the difference with each of your blows, especially during cold and flu season. A nose in need deserves Puffs indeed.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
We could talk all about the ABCs of dining, appetizer, beverage, and course, but that would lead to the DEFs, dine, entree, and food. So instead of going through all the other letters, the only ones you really need to remember are PTG, Primetime Grill. Primetime Grill at Fusion Alley is the new and exciting dinner destination in South Ottawa. Juicy burgers, specially prepared Kansas cuisine, delicious desserts, and your favorite drinks. And with 42 screens, you'll understand why game time is prime time. Primetime Grill at Fusion Alley, where it's always good, clean fun and food.
Back here in Sterling, Kansas, Braves fall tonight by a final of 68-64 to number 17, Sterling, joined by head coach Bruce Tate. Coach, so much heart tonight from your team. Yeah. To find themselves within 3, under a minute to go, have to be very proud of your team.
Yeah, absolutely. We came in and competed. The main thing I focus with in this game is that we're going to make mistakes, but we got to continue to compete. I thought we lost some mental toughness there towards the end of the third, and even mid here fourth, when Sterling made some big plays. I thought we froze up. We lost the belief. But I thought our defense could prevail and get some stops at key moments, and we made some plays offensively. Cam came in and made some big shots, and we just gotta keep the faith. But we didn't get it off. When it comes down to it, we got to stop. Didn't get the defensive rebound, and that was the ball game right there. So our goal was to keep them off the glass. I don't know how many offensive rebounds they had, but it's probably in double figures. So.
Well, they just got to 11, and those last two, of course, put them over the double figures.
Yep.
They finished with 50 points in the paint, and I think that says a lot about your team. Even though you gave up, easy buckets inside on one end, your team was able to come down and hit 10 threes tonight, and a lot of those were confident threes and a lot of open looks too.
Yeah, absolutely, and we didn't knock some down in the second half, which was took the air out of us a little bit. But the 55 points in the paint, teams are going to do that. We're mismatched down on the inside. I said, hey, we've got to compete with that, keep them out the box. They know our technique, they know the style that we want to play there, and we can't foul them. There's times that we gave up a few cheap fouls too as well to send them to the free throw line. So Sterling did everything they needed to do to win this basketball game, and we came a little short in some areas, but some good things to take away from this game and take it to a big game on Wednesday.
Your bench scoring tonight, 29-13 over a deep Sterling team. A lot of those coming from off your bench tonight. Avery Lumen finished with 4, had a 3. Cameron Collins with 12 points. I believe 10 of those in the second half. 5 of 9 from the field. And then Jennifer Anthony finishing with 13. And really, those 3 players, you've kind of found a nice rhythm of bringing them in as your first 3 off the bench of the last 4 weeks. It's starting to really pay off.
Yeah, absolutely. They're great athletes, and like I said, with Avery coming off the bench, she's a starter with senior leadership, and we have a lot of faith in her to knock down some big shots. But yeah, I'm happy with the way our kids are playing, and we just gotta have that mental toughness, and if we can definitely get the one on Wednesday, it's going to be huge, for tiebreaker situations. And if we can sneak into the tournament, I do like our chances here down the stretch.
You talk about this being a tough loss tonight.
Yeah.
How difficult is it going to be to try and erase this one from the memory tonight, knowing that you had a chance late, and then turn around? Of course, you have to take on number 19 Kansas Wesleyan on Wednesday.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of teaching points, a lot of learning moments in this game. When you're playing good teams, you can't continue to make the mistakes that we've made in some stretches. When we haven't made those mistakes in games, you have seen the output. And that's what we're trying to get our kids to believe, is that, hey, we've got some dangerous, weapons in our arsenal too as well. But I just need them to be more mentally tough and know that they can play, with anybody in this conference.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you on Wednesday.
Thank you.
That was head coach Bruce Tate with us as the Braves fall by a final 68-64. We'll take a timeout. You're listening to Ottawa University Women's Basketball on KOFO.
Protect you and your family from the flu. Hi, this is Laura Hibberts, pharmacist at Kramer Pharmacy in downtown Ottawa. Did you know you can get your flu shot at Kramer Pharmacy at 134 South Main? The flu can be life-threatening to some young people or elderly. It's best to get the flu shot as soon as you can so you're protected going into flu season. Covered by Medicare and most insurance. Get your flu shot today at Kramer Pharmacy, downtown Ottawa, with convenient parking on Main Street or out back at Legacy Square. Call 242-2055 or visit KramerRx.com.
Napa Auto Parts Annual Farm Filter Sale is coming soon to Ottawa, Baldwin City, Osage City, and Gardner.
Here are 3 things about Vistaprint business cards. Which do you think is true? 1, our business cards are now edible. 2, our business cards now come with sound effects. 3, our business cards now ship for free. Yep, it's 3. All Vistaprint business cards now ship free, and that goes for any style and quantity. You pick the style, the shape, and the paper. The result is a card you're proud to hand out. So visit Vistaprint.com for free shipping on all business cards in any style and any quantity. Just use promo code 9393. That's Vistaprint.com, promo code 9393.
My son was playing in the finals, which I hated to miss, but I had a big deadline at work. Thanks to Total Wireless, my husband streamed the game to me over the nation's best network.
Yep, I'm your cameraman.
It was awesome.
Except for how tired my arms got.
Aw, thanks, babe.
You got this with Total Wireless. For a limited time, get double the data on our $35 plan. All new activations get 10 gigs of high-speed data. The best value in wireless just doubled in size. Total Wireless, total confidence. Available at authorized dealers. New activations, 3 months only. See terms and conditions at TotalWireless.com.
Today on Hey Culligan, cleaner, safer drinking water. We got Chris in Cleveland.
Hey, Culligan. I have a water pitcher. Is that safe?
Basic water pitchers are, let's say, passable, but a Culligan reverse osmosis system can do way more and help reduce lead, arsenic, something called pesticide runoff.
Hey, Culligan?
Yeah, Chris?
I'll take one of those
reverse osmosis to get the mostest out of your drinking water? Chris, we're already on the way. Let us help you out with a free in-home water test with a local Culligan water expert at heyculligan.com.
Need a recap of the ball game? Subscribe to the Ottawa Herald for their sports page or visit online at ottawaherald.com. A 3-month subscription is only $31.13 plus tax, including internet access. Or get online for only $9.22 a month plus tax. Call 242-4700 or visit ottawaherald.com.
Hi, this is Margie Hindeleiter from Bank Midwest. You'll often hear us say, this is where common sense lives. That means doing the little things, like knowing your name. And it means supporting Ottawa University. That should be common sense for how a bank does business. Bank Midwest, where common sense lives.
It's never too late to become who you're supposed to be. However, sometimes you may need a little help. Ottawa University can get you there. Their faculty and staff are dedicated to preparing graduates for a lifetime of significance. With dozens of degree programs, including accounting, engineering, human services, and marketing, as well as graduate degrees in business administration and education, Ottawa University will prepare you for whatever or whoever you want to be. Don't wait. Get started today. Find out more by visiting online at ottawa.edu.
When you're looking for a place to take the whole family for food and fun, what comes to mind? Fusion Alley with Primetime Grill.
The atmosphere is very inviting.
Dine in and enjoy the Kansas cuisine with special entrees, burgers, salads, drinks, and an exciting kids menu.
I enjoy it here. It's very comfortable.
It's your new destination for delicious food and family fun that you've been craving for a long time, and it'll bring you back time and time again.
This is our 4th visit.
Fusion Alley with Primetime Grill, now open for dinner in South Ottawa at 2204 South Princeton Circle Drive. Remember, when it's game time, it's prime time.
Final from our women's contest. Sterling wins at 68-64. Braves fall to 8-14 in the KCAC, 8-17 overall. And hoping for some favorable results around the KCAC. We'll get you those updates here in just a little bit. Final stats for your Braves. Leading scorer Mariah Grizzle, 15 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block, and 2 steals. Maddie McAvoy, 7 points, 2 rebounds. Liz Vaughn, 5 points, 9 boards. Caitlin Hughes, 8 points, 2 rebounds. Cameron Collins, 12 points, 7 boards. Avery Lumen, 4 points and a rebound. Jennifer Anthony, 13 points off the bench in 16 minutes. Braves, 33% on the night. They were 10 of 30 from 3 and got to the free throw line 14 times and made 12 of them, as they had really been dominating from the foul line tonight. They just couldn't get there, as Sterling dominated in the paint by 50-18, but the bench scoring in favor of Ottawa, 29-13. Braves will be back in action on Wednesday as they will take on Kansas Wesleyan from Wilson Fieldhouse on senior night. That one tips at 6 o'clock. We'll have pregame around 5:45. You're listening to Ottawa University women's basketball. I want to thank y'all for listening. We'll have the men's contest pregame coming up here in just a few minutes. You've listened to Ottawa University women's basketball on KOFO.